So chapter 836 of One Piece can be described as a pretty simple, much like the title. First off, let's start with the cover page. We see Aokiji on the cover reading the buy posters, more specifically Luffy's. Now, I wonder if, since he's been reading the newspapers, I wonder if he's aware of what went down with the revolutionaries and the Blackbeard pirates and Baltigo. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So anyway, the start of this chapter is pretty much like very simple with the Nami with the realization Lola's the daughter of Big Mom, and Pound, who we couldn't find out the original white husband of Big Mom. Can find out his name is Pound as well, and that the River card is not only just a way of getting to Big Mom, but also it is more than just that. So, I mean, we kind of knew about the whole connection with Big Mom and Lola, but we got confirmation nonetheless. The whole this chapter is very simple, but it's also a setup towards the end. We get a Cracker indication of how strong he is, which Luffy, I'm assuming Luffy's going to take him on in the next chapter, hopefully, or something's going to have to happen to where because if Luffy goes against this guy, and I'm predicting he's going to go Gear 4, but if for some reason he doesn't, there's no around that can actually put up a fight. His back is 160 mil, which it may be the equivalent of what Jack is to Kaido, the second in command, so maybe Cracker's like the second in command of Big Mom. Find out that Brulé is trapped not only Carrot but Chopper in the Mirror World as well, so that's even more of a reason for Luffy to kick their ass. But because Nami's she's dead set on getting to Sanji, and the only way to do that is to get to Big Mom. Also, come to find out, the Vinsmokes are having a reunion so within the day. So I wonder if the Straw Hats are going to make it by then, because I'm assuming after that's when we'll get the whole flashback. And now here's the thing: if Luffy doesn't fight Cracker, I can't see anybody else that does it that will fight him unless we get I don't know, maybe Jinbei, maybe Pedro, and Brook, maybe, because the last we saw they were in Sweet City and which were like pretty much under surveillance, so I'm not too sure. Peckham's no, because he just got shot, so even though he's not dead, but you know, other than Luffy, I don't see anybody else taking him on really. And as much as I like to see Gear right now, I think it's way too early. Unless somebody else is going to fight Big Mom at the end. Unless it's going to be like a team effort on the part of Sanji and Luffy. That'd be cool. But I don't know. Right now, it looks like Luffy, the only way he's going to get past, because Luffy even said this guy is pretty strong. So when Luffy says that, it's pretty much like it's a guarantee this guy's going to give Luffy a run for his money. So unless he goes Gear 4, I don't. Now here's the thing: if he goes Gear 4, let's say obviously the drawback, if he goes into Pound Man, he loses hockey for 10 minutes, so that's even more of a delay. But it would have a plot purpose for Nami to like put in the work and actually take out Brulé, perhaps. I don't know the way that Oda's thinking right now. I think this is just standard setup with Cracker and Luffy. Now we also come to find out that Randolph can actually talk, and so can the Crane Bird, I think. But even though that should be too shocking considering the fact this is One Piece, so homies, another tree, but turns out the card that Lola handed to Nami, by the way, she's holding in her cleavage for this whole time. That's not me. I mean, it's nothing more than the storage closet, Nami's breast. So anyway, the Vivi card has a lot of influence on the homies because the soul of Big Mom is a part of the Vivi card. Like, we kind of already knew this, especially when it came to Marineford with Ace and. So I mean, this is another way. Well, I don't think we've ever seen how a Vivi card is actually made, so that could be interesting if we ever get a chance to see it. But that's obviously another way. And if Luffy doesn't fight Cracker within the next chapter, which he might, I'd say hell no. There's no other way around it. So you may go into Gear 4, it would be epic. Do you think there's another version of Gear 4, not just Pound Man? that we haven't seen that we might get to see in this chapter, because other than that, Luffy's going to run out of haki. The moment whether he takes out Cracker or not, he's still going to have a one hell of a drawback. So, yeah, it may set up a kidnapping of Luffy, or that 860 million berry bounty on Cracker may be just a joke. Because, like I said, bounties don't always equal power in One Piece. I mean, it's impressive, obviously, there's a reason to it, but it doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, look at Jack. Even though he's not dead, he still got taken down by Zunisha. So, and we still have yet to see if he's untested or not, which is why I think we may get to find that out on Wano, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, maybe Cracker's like the second in command of Big Mom, even though a lot of people thinking that it could be Bobbin. There was another of the Sweet Commanders. That's a possibility. Other than that, very simple chapter. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm pretty sure if he might go fight this guy, if he doesn't go Gear 4, I don't know how he's going to take him on. But, I mean, it's good just for review. Like this video if you did, appreciate that. Comment, rate, subscribe, as always.